The only true wisdom is in knowing that you know nothing. This is a well-known quote that is attributed to Socrates. No one argues it, no one debates it. But in hadith science, we would consider this a weak hadith and we would reject it. The hadith is a tradition, a narration, a saying of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the things he did or actions that he approved of. Because you see, the Quran is not the storybook of anyone. The Quran is the words of Allah, guidance for all of mankind. So we get our knowledge on the life of Rasulullah from the hadith. And every hadith has something called a chain of narration. This is called isnad. For example, person A heard directly from Rasulullah, then person B heard directly from person A, then person C heard directly from person B, and that is how we have these hadith books that we have, like Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim. And for a hadith to be considered authentic, these conditions have to be met. All the people in the chain, meaning person A, person B, person C, and so on, have to be known in their community to be honest, trustworthy, practicing Muslims. They have to have a strong memory, and the chain has to be connected. For example, person A in the chain died in 2002. Then I, who was born in 2010, cannot come and say I heard from person A. This is what we call a break in the chain, a break in transmission. And this chain has to go all the way back to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. This is the simple minimum criteria for a hadith to be considered authentic. The science of hadith is a whole science of its own, and it goes way, way deeper into scrutinizing and making sure that what we accept and who we are accepting it from are reliable. So how do we know about these people who are narrating these hadith? How do we know that they are trustworthy? There is something called ilm al-rijal, the science of men. Every single individual that you see in an authentic chain of narration, we know them. We know their name, their first name, their last name, their parents' name, when they were born, where they were born, where they died, who they taught, who they learned from. We know what people said about them, meaning personal accounts of them. There are tons of books written on ilm al-rijal, so we know these people. This is the amount of scrutiny that the Muslims use to determine whether a hadith is authentic or weak. Because you see, this is a matter that we don't play with. You can't just make stuff up. You know, Rasulullah, there's this famous hadith where he says, anyone who intentionally makes up a lie about me can save his seat in the hellfire. So we take this stuff seriously. So after all I've told you, which is just, a tip of the iceberg, as they say, for you to reject hadith, you have to reject all of history. You can't believe in anything. This is how hyper skeptic you have to be, because you will not find anything even close to the level of historicity of the hadith. That's it for this one. Assalamu alaikum.